All right, we're going to work on 1-point linear perspective, and we're going to start with a cube down in the corner. So I'm going to just draw a simple 2-inch by 2-inch square that we're going to transform into a cube by connecting the corners to the vanishing point. You're going to take the 3 closest corners to the vanishing point. Right now we're not going to connect all 4, just the 3 that do not go through the shape itself. So we're going to take the 3 closest corners, and with a line that's dotted, dashed, or otherwise drawn really lightly, a guideline, you're going to connect those directly to the vanishing point. Go from one corner to the point, do not pass go, do not collect $200, just go directly to the vanishing point. And after those are connected, you'll start to see that the square is starting to become more three-dimensional. It looks like it's going off into the distance. The next step is key. We're going to have some parallel lines. Parallel lines are lines that do not cross each other. So I'm lining up my ruler with the top of the square, and I'm going to push it up, keeping it parallel, keeping it parallel, keeping it parallel until I want to stop and then connect the dotted lines with a parallel line to the front of the box. And do the same thing on the other side. My target is right here, the X, where I'm lining my ruler up vertically, pushing it, keeping it parallel, and then I'm going to make another parallel line, in this case it's vertical, to the back. At this point you can go ahead and create all your sides that you're going to keep and erase your guidelines if you'd like to. So this is a cube that is in bird's eye view. Bird's eye view is a bird flying up here. We'll look down on the cube and see the top of it. What happens if you want to make a worm's eye view of a cube and you want to put it up in the sky? We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do a square up here, about a 2-inch by 2-inch square. It can be rectangular too. A target's about 2 inches. If you have a ruler that has nice lines on it, you can measure it. Hopefully your ruler's not bent. And here again, we're going to connect corners closest to the vanishing point. We're not going to worry about going through the square right now. We'll get to that in a little bit, but just the corners closest to the vanishing point. I'm going to connect those with a dotted dash or otherwise a light line, just drawing it along the ruler. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to connect it with a parallel line. Side of the square here, I'm pulling it, keeping it parallel, keeping it parallel. I can go as far as I want to and then connect the 2 guidelines for that square. Then I'm going to do the same thing with the bottom of it, keeping it parallel. In this case it's horizontal, keeping it parallel, pull my ruler down and then connect it to the other guideline. You can see the back corner here is drawn, so now we just connect the guidelines with a stronger line, and you can erase the rest if you'd like that go behind it to create your 3-dimensional rectangular